Hi, my name is Keone Terrell, and I'm going to show you guys today how to wrap a present. So let's begin. So today we're going to start off with doing a small present and then a larger present. So let's start with our box. So, obviously what I recommend is that when you wrap a gift, you always have a box. The reason why is that you don't want to wrap a football. You always want to make it easier for yourself when you're wrapping a gift. The reason why is because later on, not only does it make it easier for you, but it also makes it nicer aesthetically. So what I'm doing is just making sure that the box is secure, so that when I wrap the box, it's easier. Because you don't want the lids lifting while you're wrapping the gift. Okay, so now that we have our box, we're going to set it aside and we're going to get our wrapping paper. So this is a new one. I'm going to open it. Always open it from the ends and not the middle, just so you don't wrap. Always open it from the ends and not the middle, so you don't ruin the wrapper. So you just want to cut it open, and with your fingers, you look for where the crease is and you just rip it from there. You can pull it off like a lightsaber, or you can cut it off. So now that we have our wrapping paper, we're going to lay it out right on the table. And what we're going to do is we're going to see how much our box is going to need. I like to wrap starting from one side. So you center the box in the center, right in the middle, and you make sure that you have enough wrapping to reach right in the middle. So a good amount would be like this. So what you're going to do, you're going to leave a mark. You're going to find how the paper can wrap around if it was completely wrapping this whole side. And like this. So you're going to find that it wraps this entire side right here. And then once you have that, you're going to fold it like this. And that's how you're going to let yourself know how much wrapping paper you're going to need. So we're always going to cut a little bit extra. We're going to cut 2 inches extra than what we need. And you don't have to worry about cutting as much since we are cutting extra. It's always going to be more than less. So now that we have that, we're going to roll up our paper. And then we're going to start wrapping. So what we're going to do is that since this is the upside of our box, we're going to put our box face down. And then we're going to start wrapping. What we have to make sure is that we have enough wrapping paper for the front and back of the box. Just like this. Okay? You have here, here, and then you have enough for the top and the bottom. So what I tend to do is I center the box in the middle, and then I start with one side, just like this, and I try to make it as even as I can. So since we do have extra, what I'm going to show you guys is that I tend to fold mine just a little bit. We're going to fold it like 1 inch. And then crease it. Make sure that you make a crease just like this. And then we're going to put it right here. So this is the fold that's going to be on top, just because we made sure that was creased. We're going to put this one underneath. And it doesn't matter that's a little longer than the middle, because when we put the other one on top, it's going to look like we perfectly folded it in the middle. Now what I recommend is that since this is right underneath the other one, you can put it right on the box, because when we put it on top, you're not going to be able to see it. But when we put the one on top, we're going to show you another way of putting tape. So this one you're going to put horizontally, so you don't have to see the tape. I always recommend putting a lot of tape, but that is personal preference. And now what we're going to do is, with our folded side, we're going to put it right on top. And then we're going to get our tape. You're going to get your tape, and you're going to put it like if it was double-sided tape. You're going to fold it and fold it again. So it's like this. And then you're going to put it right on top of the other tape that you placed. You're going to lay it across flat. And you're going to do it the same for the other pieces of tape that you laid out. So you're just going to fold it to where both sides are taped. And put it on the other side. And you're going to keep doing that until you feel like you have an equal amount of tape for it to hold the wrapping paper. Okay, so now that we have that piece of tape, what we're going to do is we're also going to tape this part right here, the folded side. We're only going to do it from the middle. So you just want to tape it down because no one's going to see it. And it also keeps your wrapping paper from moving as much. So make sure you lay it across flatly, just like this, only where the box is going to be. So now we're going to finally put this place over. You're going to grab one each side and then lay it across flat, just like this. You see, guys? And it looks really flush. Just like this. Alright, so now what we're going to do is that we're going to start doing the sides. So I'm going to show you guys, let me move a little bit sideways so I can show you guys. You can tell that this is way too long. So what we're going to do is that we only need at least half. So with our scissors, we're going to get like a little estimating. We're going to estimate at least half of our paper. So we're going to cut a little bit more than half, because it's always safer to have more just in case we make a mistake than to have less. So now that we have at least half of it cut, what we're going to do is we're going to start folding. So what I personally like to do is I like to fold this first down and then have the other side on top. So first we're going to create the first part going downwards. And you're going to press this side going down, leaving enough space to where you can have your sides made like triangles. You don't have to worry so much about being like so flush, because since it's underneath, you're not going to really see it. So we're going to put this side down and we're going to tape it down. And then we're going to crease these triangles. You're going to first, with your fingers, run along the edge so that you have this completely straight. And you're going to do the same with the other side. So you're going to run your fingers along the edge of the box. And you're going to crease the edge of the triangle. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to bring the triangles inwards, like this. Like this. You're going to grab in, and you're going to, with your finger, bring it inwards. And then you're going to run your finger along the edge, like this. And once you have it along the edge, you're going to use your fingers and crease this wrapping paper right here. Once you have that, you're going to tape it, because no one's still going to see the side. You're going to tape it like this, right at the bottom, and then you're going to do the same to the other side. So let me do that for you guys. And you have to be careful when you do this. It is going to overlap the other triangle. So you're going to run your fingers right along the edge. And then you're going to tape it. So you see that I put the tape right where I know that it's not going to be shown. So once I have that, I'm going to bring this piece upwards. And then obviously I can't just have that piece like this without tape. So I have to wrap the tape around itself. Put it where I'm going to put it, right here, which is on this piece. And I'm going to put enough so where I can tape it and I know that it's not going to fall off. Like this. And I'm going to do the other side as well. So the moment that I bring this piece up, I'm going to bring it up with my finger, hold this box like this, and just with my fingers apply some pressure. Just like that. And then, if I see that the thing is a little loose, I'm going to apply just a little bit more tape so that everything stays together. Just like this. Alright, so now what we're going to do, guys, is that I feel like since it's a little too empty, I'm going to add a ribbon. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one just around the middle to cover up our line. And then we're going to do one sideways. So let's start with the one in the middle. First, we need to know more or less how much we're going to need. So you're going to wrap it all around the box until you find a good amount that you need. And then you're always going to leave at least an inch just in case. So let's cut this. Let's set this aside. And let's glue it. I recommend putting glue because when it comes to tape, I feel like it's a little too visible and it won't hold it down. So let's just put one drop of glue. Hold it down. And then what we're going to do is just make sure that we're aligning right our ribbon. And then we're going to glue it on top. You don't need that much, but you just want to make sure that you use enough. So with your fingers, you're going to hold it down just for at least a minute until you feel like it can hold on to it by itself. And you want to make sure that you get the edges, that you glue together the edges. So you're just going to hold it down just for 1 minute. And then we're going to do the other side of the ribbon. So once you have your ribbon, your box is going to look something like this. And I personally like to add a bow. So I'm going to add a bow. So you're going to cut off like at least a foot long of ribbon. And you're going to tie it like if you're tying your shoe. So you're going to grab one bunny hole, grab the other bunny hole, and tie it together. Let me see. And then you're going to pull these like this. You're going to pull them evenly. Just like this. And if you have one side that's longer than the other, you can always cut it off to where it's equal. Just like this, guys. You see? And then we're gonna glue it right on top, right in the middle. You're gonna leave it there for about a minute. And while you let it dry, you're going to pick up all your glitter. And everything else, you're going to put it away. And that's it. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you guys had fun. And I'll see you guys next time.